Hey everyone, welcome to Gizmom. Today we are doing a detailed review of the new gaming kid on block 2022 TUF gaming laptop from Asus. The screen is a full HD 1080p IPS level anti-glare panel which will reduce reflection issues. However, peak brightness is around 250 nits, which is good, but at this price point it's manageable. The screen is of a standard 15.6-inch size, which is the best choice for portability. The Core i7 model has a 17-inch option but may be difficult to carry around. And with 144Hz refresh rate, screen tearing in games with high refresh rates or high frame rates will be reduced to a certain extent. Since we all are now accustomed and in a way spoiled by high refresh rate screens on our smartphones, people will tend to notice these things in pricier laptops. Also, the color gamut for this mission is sRGB 62.5, Adobe 47.3, which is okay but not excellent. So what does this mean? Depending on how wide the color gamut is, every screen will display different quantities of color and thus the resulting image quality. If you're a professional designer, models which covers wider color gamut would be better suited for you. But if you're connecting to a design specific work monitor, which is mostly the case for professional designers, it would not be much of an issue. Okay, now let's talk about the case and design. The first thing that you notice are the clean lines on the new 2022 TUF-F15. Asus calls it mecha-inspired aluminum top cover, and this is available in off black and moon white, two colors. I personally feel that the white one is much more savvy, but I could only get my hands on the off black one, which is elegant and will blend in when you are with your, both officey and gamer crowds. Compared to gaming behemoths like Asus Predator, I found the case to be much more streamlined and thin, which felt good in hand. Super narrow bezels continue the theme and has helped Asus maximize the screen space. They also talk about a military grade specification A10H, and this standard is basically maintained by a partnership between US Air Force, Army, and Navy for their durability specs. So Asus is in a way trying to project a durable laptop with the design as well as the certification credentials. But I'm not sure how much impact protection it has, but I do have to say it feels sturdy. With a weight of 2 kg, I feel Asus has done a pretty good job. Fully, they haven't compromised on the cooling and ventilation, which we will go through little later. With the aluminum lid, it does feel lighter, and something that has to be highlighted is the ability to do one-hand opening of the lid. Yeah, like the big boy MacBook. Designing one-hand opening laptops does require manufacturers like Asus to put in effort to design the hinge and weight properly, and they have done a pretty good job here. One cons I see is the lack of fingerprint scanner for quick login to Windows. I may be nitpicking, but these days people are in a hurry, and it's always good to add that fingerprint reader there, Asus. Now let's jump to the keyboard. Best thing about the keyboard is the differentiated gaming keys, WASD. Keys are not too mushy and has a good feel to it. There's a bit of flex, but nothing much to be concerned about. The lack of RGB lighting is a tad difficult for me to digest in a gaming laptop as I'm a hopeless RGB guy. But for people who want a silent gaming aesthetic, they should be happy with the chiclet style keyboard with single white light, which is fairly visible under lights. The TUF15 has a full number pad and four hotkeys or dedicated shortcuts keys at the top, which are volume keys, mic, mute, and armory crate dedicated buttons. Dedicated volume button, something that I miss in many gaming laptops. Really handy when in thick of gaming you need to adjust volume. It is difficult to get out of the game pressing the function keys and then the volume key and then coming back to the game. So good job Asus. There's also a four-way indicator lights showing hard disk status, power status, charging status. About the trackpad, the TUF logo is subtly present on the top corner, which is a nice touch and is responsive and tactile. But I really like the Dell G8 trackpad and keyboard a couple of years ago when I used it, and I personally think that is something manufacturers should look into. Talking about the camera, there's a 720 pixel HD camera, which is usual average like in all laptops. While Wi-Fi 6 band makes itself known with good speeds, to use its maximum potential, you may need the Wi-Fi 6 routers. But anyway, since you have bought it, you can feel future-proof. And about the ports, if you're like me, still tied up with the USB 3 devices, there are two USB 3.2 ports, one on either side, and one Type-C USB 3.2 Generation 2 port, which supports power delivery, allowing you to charge your battery from portable power packs, which is a very good feature. And one Thunderbolt 4 support DisplayPort G-Sync, allowing you to connect conveniently on the fly to latest devices like external powerful external GPUs or docking stations. Asus has really called out the Thunderbolt feature with a loud sticker. Anyways, it's great to see almost all latest generation ports and not cutting corners here. The usual LAN and HDMI ports are there as well. OS, it comes with Windows 11 and has MS Office, Home and Student with lifetime validity, which is very good. Application launch times are pretty quick with quick boot times. I didn't see too much of Asus bloatware like I see on the ROG Republic of Gamers motherboard. But the Armory Crate software, which is Asus all-in-one dashboard software, is quite helpful. You can see the CPU, GPU speeds, see other vital parameters of the laptop from one single dashboard. You can also switch GPU modes depending on your performance requirements, see fan speeds, and memory details. All the customizations are tied to Aura Sync feature, which is Asus Gaming Light RGB software. Since there are no RGB lights on this laptop, this is grayed out, and as you don't have the need to customize the keyboard colors. What you can do still is use the Aura wallpapers, which is essentially get color changing RGB wallpapers from Asus. More similar to Steam Gaming wallpaper engine software, for those of you who know what I'm talking about. Since it's not too relevant for this review, I will keep it aside for another review. Back to Aura Sync, you can, for example, apply this TUF wallpaper, and you can see how the colors are changing on your laptop wallpaper, which is pretty cool. And the star of the show is the 30 series Nvidia RTX 3050 4GB graphics. You also have the option of getting the 3070 graphics on the i7 models, and there's also the MUX switch, which allows it to divert the processing to graphics card rather than going through CPU, which Asus says improves performance, which is a new thing in a laptop. The RTX series gives you ray tracing and DLSS features, which you can enable in games like Forza and other Battlefield 5, etc., resulting in more real life reflections and better FPS in gaming environments. And with 144 Hz screen, which we saw, gaming is really smooth. And about the cooling and thermals, this is an important feature for a gaming laptop. Asus has provided the arc-flow fans and claims less noise, which I can agree compared to my Predator laptop. Asus says they provide 13% more airflow with 4 exhaust vents and up to 5 heat pipes. I didn't notice any issues in performance mode for the short time that I had tested. The speakers were surprisingly good with clear midtones but less bass. Asus has also included the Sonic software for tweaking how the speakers sound, but I would suggest to install the FX Sound software, which is free now. I've seen really good effects with FX Sound tweaking the laptop speakers by amplifying the sound levels. You may also need to play with the equalizers a bit to get your sweet sounding spot. But otherwise, these speakers are pretty ample and loud for this laptop. Finally, the battery is a 4-cell 76-watt lithium-ion fast charging, providing 50% charge in 30 minutes and gives you a comfortable 6 to 8 hours of backup. And with the Type-C power delivery port, I think you could also charge your laptop with a compatible power bank, which is very handy. Now let's talk about the elephant in the room. Is it worth the price? At 85,000 rupees plus or 1000 plus US dollars, it is on the expensive side. But you're getting a 3050 RTX laptop with Intel's latest 12th gen processor and DDR5 enhanced memory performance. If you're a hardcore gamer and wants pure RGB vibes, I would suggest go for Strix ROG or Predator or MSI. But if you need something not too loud and gaming performance at tap, this will be a good choice. So that's it from my channel now, guys. Do put a like for the algorithm, subscribe for new videos, and share with your circle. All support is hugely appreciated and it helps us keep our channel going. Thank you guys, and catch you in the next episode. Bye.